Bushnell. Performance is the only thing. Federal Premium Ammunition, surgical precision, terminal results. Savage Arms. Better come standard.
Hi folks, welcome to Bushnell's Trigger Effect. This week's episode is in two parts. We're going to start off with Dean Teagan and myself doing a little bit of range management in the form of pest control on a species called the viscacha. Now the plains viscacha is a nocturnal animal and is a distant relative of the chinchilla. They build elaborate tunnel systems, and when those tunnel systems get in excess, it can be dangerous to both livestock and humans. Second part of the episode, I get to go after one of Argentina's most iconic animals, and that's the black buck. Dean and I have both hunted black buck in Argentina before with great success. Now, the black buck is very similar to our North American pronghorn antelope. They're very wary, they're very fast, they've got exceptional eyesight, so it's going to be a challenge. So let's stop talking about it and let's go out on the hunt.
Well guys, we have something that is really unique to Argentina. Tonight we're going to be going out and helping do a little bit of range management by taking care of something similar to prairie dogs in North America, viscacha.
Yeah, are you excited about this, Teagan?
I'm super pumped because on our drive back to the house we saw tons of them.
Yeah, they're running all over the place. They're a really cool animal, but they do a lot of damage here on the ranch, and so we're going to help the guys out, see if we can't take care of some of these critters.
As we were loading up the Savage 22 LR with our federal ammo, our guide Luca notified me that a large male viscacha was literally 50 yards beside the main camp. God, look at the holes they make.
Oh, it was a tiger hunting.
Oh, that was incredible. I mean, we barely got outside of camp and I just shot my first ever Argentina viscacha. Holy, that's big. I did not expect that. Oh, I thought these things were like half this size. Oh my heavens. This thing's heavy. How much do you say this weigh?
Maybe 8 kilos.
8 kilo. Oh, unreal. So look at the size of the teeth on these viscacha, and Luca was just telling me on the rear foot they have a middle nail that is huge, and you said this is for fighting, Luca?
Yes, it's like a spur. We call it espuela.
Espola? So spur, basically,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a sport.
Wow. I had no idea they were this big, Gustavo.
Yeah.
Is this a abnormally big one, or?
Oh, yeah, it's a normally big one. We can get bigger.
Really?
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
it's an adult, but it's not the biggest. But it's big enough.
That is way bigger than I thought that it would be. Well, this little Savage 22 long rifle with the federal ammo, that kind of stopped him in his tracks, didn't it?
Yeah.
That is cool.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get a viscacha. And they were over there, so let's try and go get one.
I just turned my headlamp off. So we just came out here. It's kind of like a thing that they do in Argentina at night. There's a viscacha come out and they're like super fun to hunt. They just are all over the place. So I just shot at one and hopefully I got it. These things are hilarious. And it's a lot of fun.
This segment is brought to you by Westside Stores, your outdoor sports authority, and Safari Club International Canada, first for hunters.
There's one right there. Put a light on it. You want them? Yeah. Did I get them? I don't know. So dark, I can't tell. Oh, jeez. Did I get them? Yeah. Okay, good.
Oh, good.
Lights out.
Sweet. You got another big one.
This is a littler one, Gustavo, eh?
Yeah.
Unreal. Oh, I don't think I've had this much fun since a kid with a BB gun and some tin cans. Well, we just pulled up on another big colony of viscacha, so let's go see if we can thin the population a bit. Oh, this is a kick in the shorts. This is a lot of fun. I mean, it's kind of neat too because you're helping out with management by controlling the population. On top of that, they taste absolutely delicious. And, well, this is just Boy Scout fun. Oh, this is too much fun. Well, we're going to wrap it up tonight because we're out shooting viscacha, but we're also starting to hear some of the red stag roaring. And we don't want to really be shooting up too much with the red stag in the area because that's what we're trying to target here mainly. Well, I'll tell you, that was one heck of a shoot, a lot of fun. And I know it'll definitely be a memory I'll take home with me from Argentina. Well, before we head back to lodge after a great viscacha hunt, I wanted to talk a little bit about rangelands. And I think that's actually a fantastic topic for Conservation Connection.
So what is considered a rangeland? Well, a rangeland, as we would expect, would probably be encompassing grasslands, which would be of low and erratic precipitation levels, typically grasses, forbs, and shrubs in terms of a species mix. But interestingly enough, there's 47% of the Earth's land surface that is comprised of rangelands.
When hearing the word range, a lot of people immediately think of ranching, but the reality is the word range is a much more complex word.
47% sounds like a very large amount in terms of the Earth's land surface comprised of rangelands. Well, we have to appreciate that the nomenclature is really what we're looking at here. In North America, we typically call our rangelands grasslands, prairies, plains, and even in northern Canada, we would manage our tundra in the same manner. However, when we look at it worldwide, we can incorporate a different nomenclature. We have in Australia, we would refer to them as the outback. In South America, we would have it as the pampas. We would have steppes in Russia. And these names then, when we incorporate all of that, we would then constitute our 47%.
As you can see, rangelands exist all over the world, and like any ecosystem, there's a very detailed science in managing these habitat units.
When we look at the management of rangelands, we look at how we're going to manage for disturbances. Two main disturbances on our rangelands are fire and herbivory. When we look at managing for those two disturbances, we have to look at the principles of rangeland management. And they include the intensity of that disturbance, so the rate of the fire, the intensity of the fire, or how many animals in terms of herbivory may be utilizing that forage. We also look at the season of use, so the disturbance of fire, when does that occur? Is it spring or fall? Same will apply in terms of our grazing. Spring, summer, and fall will have different impacts on that plant community. The distribution of that disturbance, was that fire continuous over the landscape, or was it patchy? The same application with your herbivory. And finally, the one that's really important is what we call frequency. And the frequency, in short, is simply the rest. We have to incorporate rest in any of those disturbance regimes to allow for the plant community to recover and to maintain that soil integrity for long-term sustainability.
This afternoon we're heading out after blackbuck. The weather's a little bit overcast today. We've got a little high winds, but that's no problem. These animals live out in the wide open, so I can't wait to get out there, get my sights on a nice big old blackbuck. Just love hunting in this open country here. We've had some fires through here in the past, and it's just gorgeous country to hunt. You can see a long ways, yet you still have lots of cover to get up on these animals, so pretty excited. What we're doing is we're gonna go and do a big sweep downwind of a fairly large open area, and hopefully we can find some black bucks out in that open. So we're just making our way through some of this burnt forest. It's looking like it's really good. Well, we're just working our way through this burn, and Gustavo points ahead, and a really nice red stag just went whistling by us. It would have been tough to get a shot at him. I'm targeting black buck, so we're gonna keep going. We've got the wind in our favor, so it's gonna work out good. We just bumped a small group of black buck. Looks like there's a good buck in the group. Gonna try and they didn't run off too hard, so we're gonna work our way up a little further and see if we can't get up close. Maybe get a shot at that buck. He looked like a good one. These black buck are getting tough to see in this burnt off forest. We're looking for brown, black, and white animals in a brown, black, and white burnt off forest. So it is pretty tough. Well, we're gonna move up to another hill and hopefully overlook some more flats, maybe catch some black buck out in the open. Decided to sit down out of the skyline over top of this little hill. It's overlooking a really good flat with interspersed grass and some scrubby trees. Hopefully we can pick up some black buck moving through there before they spot us. They've got such good eyesight. They're so similar to our North American pronghorn. It's unbelievable. They're fast, they got amazing eyesight, and they're hard to find. Got down here, got around on them, and they've just melted away. It's unbelievable. They're a small, speedy little critter, and they just seem to have vanished, but we're going to keep our eyes open. They might be in here in one of these low spots just feeding. Well,
those black bucks, they're tricky. We had them in sight, tried to make a stalk on them. When we got to where they were gone. So we've just decided to sit up on this hill, glass these flats, and see if we can't put eyes on them and maybe make a game plan for tomorrow. We're running out of light. Night's gonna be nice and quiet tonight, so we'll be looking forward to chasing these guys tomorrow. That's hunting.
This segment is brought to you by Gold Tip. Start tough, stay true. Taxidermy services provided by Hunters Union and Ray Weens Taxidermy. And thanks to these other fine sponsors.
Well, Gustavo assured me that he was going to have a couple of these lounge chairs set up on the hill for us for this afternoon's hunt. We're heading back out after black buck. Weather's holding out, so who knows? I don't think Gustavo's taking these chairs, though.
Luca just walked over to the edge of the hill here. He says he can see some black bucks, so we're on the hunt. Well, we just bumped a single black buck. He was bedded by himself, but we did see another male with a group of females that we're trying to catch up to, so this rain has got everything kind of settled down again. Just spotted the black buck through the trees. There's a little opening there. Gonna have to move to the side here once their heads are down. They're just kind of milling around. Here comes a good one. Whoa, on it. Shoot. Went through so too fast. There's another one. Pretty sure I anchored that guy. The shooting window is so tight here that after my shot and I recovered from the shot, I could see his horns and he just looked like he was going down. I don't know if he ran off with the other group or not, but I'm pretty sure I put a good solid hit on him. He stopped in that clearing just long enough for me to get a good shot. The grass a little high. I was kind of shooting into the top of the grass. We'll maybe give him a couple minutes, walk over and hopefully have my Argentine black buck. Thank you, Luca.
Although I knew I put a very solid shot on my black buck, I'm like most hunters. We always second guess ourselves until we lay eyes on our bounty. Well, what an epic day here with Patagonia hunters. Gustavo and Luca put out the red carpet for us. I mean, we've been seeing black bucks all day long. We saw a bunch yesterday. I finally harvested a beautiful, beautiful mature buck, big, heavy horns. It was a tight shot through some brush, but we made it happen. It was a lot of fun. I mean, Argentina is the place to come. If you're looking for good big game hunting, Patagonia hunters, you got to give Gustavo a call and you can come on a hunt like this. This is unbelievable. as I watched Gustavo and Luca load my black buck into the truck, I couldn't stop thinking of how fortunate I am to be a hunter, to be a part of nature's circle of life. Well, we've come to the close of another episode here at Bushnell's Trigger Effect, and man, this was a lot of fun putting this one together. You know, Dean and I as biologists like to contribute to conservation and management on foreign soils, even if it's just doing some pest control to help them with their range management objectives. Now, we all did a lot of viscacha hunting, but a huge congrats goes out to Dean for shooting what is truly a huge male viscacha. Way to go, my friend. Now, the viscacha is not just a pest. The Argentine people highly prize its meat, and they prepare it very similar to our pickled herring. It's very, very good. Now, my black buck, that was a challenging hunt. They're a fast-moving, small target, and I had such a small window to shoot my animal through, but I harvested truly a magnificent black buck. It's got heavy horns, beautiful color on the hide. I couldn't be happier. Now, before I close, I want to send out a huge thanks to Gustavo and everyone at Patagonia Hunters for everything they've done. You, the viewers, for tuning in, and also our sponsors for making this all possible. So make sure you join us next week for more Bushnell's Trigger.